Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. Capricorn, I'm going to be doing you your January 2021 love reading. Before I start, though, I hope you had a very happy Christmas and a very happy New Year. We do live in extraordinary times, but I hope that you are at home this evening, wherever you are in the world, and you are in a good space. I'm going to be doing this reading for you. I'm going to be using my Angel Wisdom Tarot deck to do it, and also some Energy Oracle cards. These are both new cards for me, so I'm loving getting to know them at the same time as telling spirit messages to you. And if the reading resonates, I would be so grateful if you would like, comment, share, or subscribe. And if it doesn't resonate, it simply means it wasn't for you at this time. There will always be a reading for you at exactly the right time you need it, guided by spirit. So, my darlings, let's move ahead with your reading. So this is about, first of all, the first card is about your person. So what spirit wants you to know about your person, okay? And we'll also look at the bottom of the deck as well. Thank you, spirit, for Capricorn. Thank you. One card or two cards? That one just come out, no? Just one card. Is your person a little stubborn? That wants to come out. So we've got here the Five of Swords, and on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Knight of Wands. So the Five of Swords is a place, this is where they are right now. Whatever's happened between you, it hasn't been very happy for either of you. And they're sort of in a place of disillusionment and despair, and wondering what sort of happened. You know, there's been, I don't want to call it a fight of sorts, but there has been arguments, there has been things said that they have regretted, and on your part too. I think you wish that maybe things had happened a different way than things had happened differently. Look, my voice, I can't speak at the moment, so there's obviously things that need to be said. I think from your side, you want to get words out, and what Spirit's telling me now is one of the ways you can do that if you're not speaking to somebody is to do unconscious letter writing, where you literally put pen to paper. You don't type it, you write it, and you just get everything out that's buried deep inside of you. You don't read it again because you're taking back in that energy, but you release it and you burn it and you send it off with love. Do it outside, obviously. Little health and safety warning there. But it's a way of releasing, because otherwise trapped emotions turn into other things. And, trapped emotions, that's dis-ease, and that can cause physical problems for you too. So where they are right now is this Five of Swords. I just want to show you the card. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I think there has been influences in their life that haven't helped. I apologize if my recording is playing up a little bit here. Just make sure it's still working. I think I'm back. I'm going to keep going in the hope, there we go, I'm back again. I think there's been influences. I think there's been too much temptation around them. That's with the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And too much of sort of being, getting Jack the Lad, so if that's male or female, whatever you mean, but they regret that now. They really regret that now. And I think they've had, those influences have been, as I said, a negative influence on them in their life, and hasn't helped the situation with you. Okay, so let's have a look at their feelings towards you at this time. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. And you know what? We're living in extraordinary times now. And the fact that, I kind of see it that God, the divine, has sent us to our rooms to have a think about our lives at this time. And so this is an opportunity for everybody to stand back and observe their life and really think about what makes them happy. And again, this Knight of Wands has come out. So this is their feelings for you at this time, this Knight of Wands. So there is a huge amount of passion for you. Wands are about passions and desires and creativity and rushing forward. They're very charismatic. They feel that they want to come in quickly and try and address things with you. They're kind of impatient about trying to resolve whatever has happened between you. The desert here for me, I just want to show you the desert card there, the desert there. The desert for me talks about, it's about a journey, and it's quite a difficult journey, because, you know, you wouldn't necessarily see the Knight of Wands, you know, horse on the desert. So the desert represents that thirst, that feeling of lack of that they've had in their lives since whatever's happened between you. And I don't know if you're talking or not talking, but they're feeling that lack of at the moment, and they want to come forward and rectify it with you. There is a little sort of, what are they called? Those dandelions there. So this is their wish, you know, it's the wish, the dandelion flower hasn't left the dandelion yet. So they're not going with that natural flow. Those wishes haven't been sent on the wind. They're trying to force this and they're trying to make this happen. There is a new cycle happening. You can see there with the moon there. And let me just see what else I can see in this card. You know, you have a huge amount of, you know, a huge amount of passion between you. They may come slightly hidden behind that kind of ego and that pride, because they do want to come towards you. So be aware of that, but trust that this has caused a shift in them, because I'm now seeing, I don't know, I haven't even picked up this is on the bottom of the deck now. You've got the Hangman here now, and this is the Awakening card in this. So they're now beginning to see things from a different perspective. So the Hangman is about taking that time out. So this is this time out that we've been given now with this lockdown, with COVID. They're having this time. They're not out and about with their friends anymore. They're having time alone. And time alone is time with God, time with our higher selves, time to connect to our instinct, our soul, our heart. So they're definitely going through a waking up process. And this is in regards to you. It's this temporary pause, and it's always with seeing things from a different perspective, and always from that higher self perspective. It's about listening to their heart, listening to their soul. So I just want to see if there's anything else I can see in this card. There's a lot of things that they have let go of on this journey now. There's a lot of things that they're letting go of on this journey, and it's things that aren't so important to them anymore. And I'm also seeing here that there's a fork in the road there. So that says to me, this is about the choices they're making, the decisions. They're at this fork, this time where they need to they feel they want to make a decision about the choices they've made, make a decision now about which path they're going to take. And now I'm seeing the wheel on the bottom of the deck. So this is all happening in your favor and in their favor. So now let's have a look at what can you do to change or improve the situation with them. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. What can Capricorn do? There we go. So look at this. You've got the 8 of Wands here. So much fire energy in this reading. So you've got the 8 of Wands here. So the 8 of Wands for me, first and foremost, is about you trusting yourself, trusting the messages that you're receiving, trusting your knowing, trusting your instinct. Take that time to get to know yourself. Take that time, this time we've been given now, to stop trying to overthink things, to stop trying to block thinking about things by doing something else. Take the time to hang out with the divine, to hang out with your higher self, and listen to what comes through. Say thank you every day for whatever messages you are meant to receive that day, whatever guidance you're meant to receive that day. And listen to what comes through. Listen to those receiving thoughts. Those are the thoughts. They're not the jumbled up hamster wheel thoughts that go round and round in your head, those are the thoughts that bring that sense of relief and clarity and knowing. That's what Spirit wants you to do in this situation, because that's going, you've got fireworks here as well in this card, which is very interesting. You know, that talks about a celebration. There's going to be for you, you know, with this card, there's going to be unexpected changes that happen. You know, the the divine God, universe, they love, it loves a Dada moment, loves that sense of divine timing, loves to kind of surprise and delight. There's going to be rapid changes for you, okay? And try and, thank you, Spirit, try and drown out the noise that you've created in your head through all your fears and anxieties, and try and center in on yourself and trust what you're being told by Spirit at this time. And at the bottom of the deck now, you've got the Three of Cups here, which is just beautiful. This is a form of celebration again. So you've got both here the fireworks, and now you've got this a celebration. And the Three of Cups can talk about a reconciliation as well. The Three of Cups for me also is about a time of enjoying what you have, a time of being, a time of understanding that at every stage of your life, you're going to have, the universe sends to you exactly who you need at every stage of your life. So there are soul family around you, people who are either already in your life or coming into your life that are there to help you, support you, be a teacher, be a guide. They can appear for a moment, they can appear for more moments, or they can appear for a long time, but they've come in at exactly the right time for you. And this Three of Cups, you know, it's about a celebration, it's about something happening, it's about news worth celebrating, which is wonderful. It can be, we can't have kind of big parties now and everything, but it can be an engagement, it can be a anniversary, a pregnancy, whatever it is, whatever that may mean for you, but there is something coming in for you. But as I talked about, it's a time for you being in the moment, a time for gratitude. I am, the two most powerful words that you can use, okay? And whatever you put after that sets out your vibration, your intent, because you create your own reality. So I am grateful are actually the three most powerful words, because when you're in the moment and you're grateful for what you do have, you're living in the moment, in that moment. And what you're then doing with I am grateful is you're setting out the intent that you want more of that. And so that's what you receive. So when you're manifesting, we're always manifesting consciously or subconsciously. So when you're manifesting consciously that you want more of that happiness, more of that abundance, that's what you will receive. You don't want to be manifesting from a negative space, because then you just receive more lessons. So, and you have around you, you know, you have a great family, community support around you, whatever that may mean, real family or soul family, whatever it is, you have it around you, okay, my darling? And trust in it, listen to, you know, the stories of the, you know, who's the man that was, there was a flood and he was on the roof, and there's a lovely, you know, fabled story, but he's on the roof and people come to try and help him. He says, no, God's going to come and help me. God's going to come and help me. I'm fine. I'm fine. And then he drowns and he gets to heaven, and he says to God, why didn't you come and help me? I thought you were going to. He said, I did. I sent all those people to come and help you. So just remember that on this journey. Okay, so let's have a look at where this relationship might be going. Now, you know, I read the cards, I read the energies. I don't read way into the future. That's not how I do it. This is just what Spirit wants you to know at this current time about where the relationship might be going. Thank you, Spirit. Wants to come out. So here you've got beautiful card. This is the Four of Swords. So this relationship is going through a beautiful healing time at the moment. So you've gone from the Five of Swords to the Four of Swords. And this is because of the work you are doing and will do to be grateful in the moment, to not want to rush this journey. And it's also because of the change and transformation that your person is going through as well. And again, I'm looking at the bottom of the deck and there's the Page of Swords there. And that's the beginnings of clarity for me. It's the beginnings, is what they're telling me. It's the beginnings of them having some understanding. Swords represent conflict within ourselves, depending on the cards, but they also represent clarity and insight. And the Page is the beginnings. It's the messenger. It's the transitional period. Knights are movement, kings and queens are being. So this Page of Swords is going through an early transformational awakening. Okay, they're beginning to experience things from a different point of view. And then you've got here the Four of Swords here as well. So the Four and the Page make the Five of Swords. So there's a very different energy now between these cards. So this is beautiful. This is where the relationship's going, from that to this. Now, do you see there with that Page of Swords? Oh, wrong card, sorry. Do you see with that Page of Swords, there are butterflies there. So that talks about that transformational purpose, place that they are in. They're resting, they're being, they're thinking a great deal at the moment. And I just want to read what this card says on the front. Logical, perceptive, insightful, and exciting intellectual challenge, brilliant insights, information that you need but might be challenging to receive. So this is, as I said, this is this period of awakening. There's an uncomfortable time when somebody goes through transforming from an old conditioned way of thinking to a new way of thinking. So give them the time, give them the space. They are going through almost like a review process of it, and they are adjusting to it. And in the meantime, my darling, while they are doing this, you are doing this. This is what you should be doing. This is what Spirit's asking you to do, to meditate. But even if you don't meditate, to spend the time that you enjoy, not to block your thoughts. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, not to kind of get caught up in thoughts that don't serve you, not to get caught up in fear thoughts that don't serve you. We operate from either fear or love. Okay, those are the two extremes of our emotions. And when you're in the fear space, okay, this is what happens. It's that Five of Swords. Okay, you behave in a way that closes down, contracts, hoards, hurts, and hides. And when you're in that love space, you open up, you receive, you welcome, you share, you heal. So Spirit is saying to you, this relationship is going through a healing process. And what they want you to do at this current time is continue to stand back and observe why things have happened. Not why have they happened to me, but why have they happened for me? Because it's only through observing, my Alexa's talking, it's only through observing our experiences that we shift and change and grow. So it's from reflection of those experiences. Why has this happened for me? Why has the divine sent this to happen for me? What is it they're wanting me to learn from, to let go of, and then to shift and evolve? Because every relationship is for the evolution of our soul. And the Four of Swords is a very quiet time. It's a time spent alone with God, because when you're alone, it's time spent with God. Welcome that time. Spend at least 10 minutes a day just sitting, being, even if you're not meditating, listening to music and just saying thank you for whatever messages I'm meant to receive today. Thank you. Because in saying thank you, you're saying it's already happened and it's going to happen, going to come through. It's not please, it's thank you. So it's the trust that you're going to receive those messages. And there's a symmetry to all of this as well. There's a wheel, all of this happens in divine timing for you. What this card says, this particular card, is insights that come from meditation, the need to rest or take a vacation, which we can't do at the moment. It's definitely the rest side of it. Allow yourself more time before making a decision. Mental exhaustion, get some sleep. So, sleep is one of those extraordinary things that if you are finding yourself getting in a space of being very anxious and worried, go and take a 10-minute nap, go and close your eyes, because it's almost like a reset button. It's like plugging your plug in the universe socket and switching it on and doing a reset. And you always feel a little bit better when you wake up. Do you see here with this card, she's taken off her armor, and that talks about that Five of Swords space. So it's about removing yourself from any battles, from any negative energies, removing yourself fighting your point. Just step away from it. You don't need to prove anything at this stage. You and you understand yourself. You and you have direct perception, okay? It's about stepping into that quiet space, because that's the space that you are going to shift and change and heal so much more quickly. When you get caught up in the bramble bush, and it hurts. But when you stand back and observe it and find a way through, that's what Spirit's asking you to do. I'm going to pull you, where are they? My energy oracle cards, Capricorn. Thank you. What else do you want to tell Capricorn? Thank you, Spirit. How lovely is that? Man holding a heart, and on the bottom of the deck, the thinking man. So this is wonderful. Do you remember I talked to you about them going through this transformation, okay, this awakening process? This is the hangman. This is seeing things from a different perspective. So what Spirit is saying to me with these two cards, which is 45, first of all, and then 46, okay? So 4 and 5 is 9, 4 and 6 is 10, 9 and 10. So that's coming towards the beginning of a new cycle and end of an old cycle. The thinking man, this is somebody, this is the person you're thinking about. They are going through a huge transformation at the moment. They are getting insight. They are getting clarity. There have been many different options for them. Do you see with the archers there behind? The black and white talks about the contrast that they've gone through. But they are now getting clarity. And whatever they're, and this is this feather in the cap there as well. You know, it's almost like that feather represents spirit. It represents kind of writing from the soul as well. Whatever it is they're going to come forward, this is the man holding their heart. They're going to come forward to you openly and honestly. They're going to hold their heart. They're going to give their heart to you. It's going to be difficult for them. It's going to be difficult for them. And what I'm seeing there is so lovely, actually. Now, where were we when we were first? There is there. It's almost like there's the heart on their knee there, and it almost looks like an apple core there, doesn't it? And that for me talks about the apple is that sort of knowledge that, you know, it's the tree of knowledge, the apple tree, and the apples fall from the tree. But the seeds of the next cycle are already there within us. So what this is saying to me is that that insight that they're gaining on their life, on where they are right now, and what's happened, are the seeds for their future growth with you. And they're coming forward, holding this heart, bare-chested as well, and very intent on you. You hold their heart. That's so lovely. So I hope that's helped whoever this was listening and it resonated. I hope that's helped you at this time. Just trust in the process, my darling, and just trust that listening, meditating, don't look for answers out of yourself, because then you go without. Go within, trust yourself. That's part of your self-love and self-worth. Starting to listen to yourself, listen to your knowing, because your knowing is that piece of the universe, it's the piece of the divine, and that's how God talks to us through our feelings. So start to trust in that and start to understand that this journey is just as much for you as it is for them. And in coming home to yourself, then you and they will come home together. All right, my darling, I hope that's helped, and I will be doing your mid-January readings in a couple of weeks. But in the meantime, take care and stay safe.